Hello! Today we're gonna take a look at my top 25 hip-hop and rap albums. We're gonna focus mainly on the 90s era of rap and hip-hop, the gangster rap era. And this is because I think that's when rap and hip-hop was at its best. The bar was set so high, and just some incredible music that came out during the whole 90s gangster rap era of hip-hop. So without further ado, let's take a look at what kind of records we have here. We're starting off with Bone, ThugsnHarmony. Now, their best record could be the 1999 Crossroads record, but this one is really good as well. So you should check out The Art of War, Bone ThugsnHarmony. Great music. Next up is Mobb Deep. This is the infamous record, and unfortunately I'll only have this record in a plain paper sleeve, but this is actually one of my favorite 90s era hip-hop of all time, so make sure you check out Mobb Deep with the infamous. This next one is the Alcoholics, 21 and over. Not really much to say about this record. It's fun. It has a lot of humor in it, and well, you should check it out. Next up, we have DMX. It's dark and hell is hot. So check out DMX. Good record. Next up, we have Raekwon, only built for Cuban links. Now this one is probably one of my top 3 or 4 records that I have played a lot. Excellent rap, and some of these guys that went solo after the WuTang Clan, they had just excellent material on their solo albums, and this one is my absolute favorite by Raekwon. Check it out. Next up we have Big Punisher with Capital Punishment. Yeah, just good hardcore gangster rap, and check out Big Pun. I know this is a compilation. It's actually a soundtrack from the movie Friday, but I just couldn't keep this one out because I discovered some really good hip-hop groups, artists on this record. It's not purely hip-hop, but it's mostly hip-hop. So check out, it's a double LP. Check out the original sound score from Friday. Good stuff. Next up we have Ice Cube. Now he went solo after some disagreements with NWA, and this is my favorite record by Ice Cube, Death Certificate, and go check it out if you haven't already. Next record is Gravediggers, 6 Feet Deep. This is really underrated album in my opinion, and I believe this is one of the top 5, maybe yeah, top 5 gangster rap albums of all time. So make sure you check this one out. Great digs. Another one from my personal top 5. This one is Cypress Hill, Temples of Boom. I discovered this one when I was in junior high, and I thought this was some of the coolest stuff I've ever heard. And this album actually has maintained. It's still good. It's still really good. So make sure you check out Cypress Hill and Temples of Boom. I can also recommend the follow-up, Black Sunday, but Temples of Boom. Next one up, we have Nas Illmatic. Not much to say about this. If you're into hip-hop, you already know who this is, and this is by many people regarded as maybe the best hip-hop album of all time. And this is certainly in my top 10, top 5 for sure. Yeah, among my top 5. And it's an excellent record. So make sure you check out Nas Illmatic. Over to Ghostface Killah, and here we have featuring Rack One and Capadonna. This is Iron Man. Just overall good hip hop, good gangsta rap. Make sure you check out this record. It's good. And here we have Giroux, the Damager. The Sun Rises in the East. This is my favorite by Giroux. I believe this is one of the guys that went solo after WuTang Clan. And I highly recommend this album. It's excellent hip hop. Speaking of WuTang Clan, we have to include this one because it's a legend. It's one of my absolute favorites. 36 Chambers. Some outstanding tracks on this one, and WuTang Clan took the hip hop world over by storm when they released this one, so make sure you check this one out. Another classic from the 90s, we have the Ghetto Boys, The Resurrection. Now if you ever wanted to destroy a printer, this is the soundtrack you want to use. Yeah, just excellent gangster rap by the Ghetto Boys. Make sure you check out The Resurrection. Next up, we have Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. And you should absolutely check this one out. Excellent record by Snoop Dogg. Doggy Style. Next one up we have CPO. This is To Hell and Black. It's a couple of tracks on this record that I regard as top-notch gangster rap. We have Ballad of a Menace and we have Homicide, both are which are excellent. And this is one of the groups that maybe have been a little bit overlooked. So make sure you check out CPO to Hell in Black. We have an old classic in A Tribe Called Quest. This is the record called The Low End Theory. Make sure you check out A Tribe Called Quest. Over to one of my personal favorites. This is KRS-One. Now this guy can write some of the best hip-hop or even just music lyrics came, in my opinion, from this guy. Some of them just creative and funny, and some of them more political and with social criticism, but excellent hip-hop from one of the masterminds in the genre. KRS-One. Make sure you check out this one. Over to Busta Rhymes. This is Becoming. Busta Rhymes, excellent rapper. Check out some of his mid-90s stuff. And yeah, Busta Rhymes. Here we have some collaboration from the guys from WuTang Clan. We have Genius and Jizza, and this one is Liquid Swords. This one is in the same style as a lot of the old WuTang Clan, with you have some audio from old kung fu movies and stuff like that, and it really sets the tone. So make sure you check out Liquid Swords. This is Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, and I couldn't really find the Ready to Die, Born to Die, so I chose this Greatest Hits album. It contains some of his absolute best work, and yeah, Notorious B.I.G., one of the best rappers in the game. Rest in peace. Now, as we're closing into the end of the 90s, I thought it would be in its place to include the Slim Shady LP. The first record by Eminem, and he is an excellent rapper, great technique, and well, with this record a lot of people realized they like hip-hop and rap, and I really like some of the tracks on this one. So make sure you check out the Slim Shady LP. Now, I have the two last records are actually not from the 90s, and they're from the 2000s, but they were just too good to not include in this list, so I choose to include them in a show. And that's JC, The Blueprint. Excellent hip-hop. JC really shows what he's good for on this one, and you have to check out The Blueprint. It's really, really, really great hip-hop. And the last record in this bunch is a record that just blew my mind when the first time I heard it. And if you haven't checked it out, make sure you check out Immortal Technique. This is just vicious, fierce, angry stuff, and these guys have a lot on their heart, and yeah, just check it out. Excellent hip hop. So that was my top 25 90s kind of gangster rap records. If you think I've missed some, of course I did, but still I would appreciate it if you would give me a tip. You should check out these, or you should check out this. So make sure you comment what I left out, and yeah, I hope you like some of my recommendations, and I'll see you next time.